the first one, fraction. Fraction, very simple. Change 7.5%. Just write 7.5 over 100 and key this in your calculator because the percent symbol is the same as over 100. Okay, 3 out of 40. And when you press SD on your calculator, you get a decimal version, 0.075. Okay, so the next one, in order to get 6 over 5, okay, let's see, 6 divided by 5, this is 1.2. Okay, just change it into, sorry, can times 20, yes, can. So you just press SD and you get 1.2. Now from here, from a fraction or decimal to a percentage, very simple also. All you need to do is just multiply by 100%. In this case, yeah, you can multiply your denominator and numerator by 20, you also get over 100. Same. So too lazy to do that, I'll just multiply by 100 and I get 120. Okay, so see over here, just multiply 100, you get 120%. That's all. Alright, so your 0.04, same thing, 0.04, and key into your calculator, you get 1 over 25. Your calculator will do the work for you. Then, to get your percentage, just multiply by 100%. Okay, so you get 4%. Now, 155% over here, just divide by 100. So, 155 over 100, and that gives us 31 over 20. Okay, then that's the 1.55. Yes. Sorry? I never do automatically stand. No need me to invite you. Then if you're blocking your friends, just go to the back. Okay, anymore? You shouldn't need your friends to remind me, to remind you to stand up. If you didn't do, just automatically have some integrity, okay? Now, next one, question 2A. 7% of $150. As mentioned yesterday and today and all the time, the percent means over 100. So 7 over 100 times, because the word of refers to multiply. So times 150. So we're still going to be getting money. Okay, 150 times 7 and divide by 100. So we get 10.5. Alright, now, what is the significance of this 7% in 2021? What is the significance of 7%? Here is the GST percentage, okay? So this is our GST percentage. So what this means is that if you want to buy something that costs $150, you still need to pay an extra $10.50 as a tax. This tax goes to the government. So if you want the total amount of money, then if you want to find the total, total will be 150 plus 10.50. Okay, but this question didn't ask you for the total. I'm just telling you. If you are told to find the total, then this will be the case. $160.50. That is all you will need to pay. Okay? Now 1.5% of 2,500, simple. 1.5 over 100, this is our 1.5%. Just change the percent symbol to over 100. The word of change to times. The value 2500. Key into your calculator. 37.5, yes. 37.5. But since it is dollars, since it is money, we put 2 decimal places. Okay, 0.5 change to 0.50. Yes, what do you mean by opposite way? $2,500 out of 100% times 1.5, just like that. Confirm just like that? Confirm? Then wrong. So what's wrong? Okay, dollar, yes, you should put a dollar, but the more crucial part, which one is it? The percent. Okay, you have to put a percent. So do you write the percent? Then just now ask you, do you write this? Then you will say yes. Just now you never say a percent, right? Now if you put a percent, then it is okay. Okay, so how did he end up with this? Well, he is using the other approach that I taught, which is 100% represents 2500. Since we want to find 1.5%, then we have represents 2500 over 100% times 1.5%. And you, of course, get the same answer because both of these methods were taught by me. Alright? Both will work. Now, for the next one, you can continue to say 100% represents 8 liters, 20% represents whatever. But the more straightforward way in this case is just 20 out of 100 because this is my 20%. The word of refers to a multiply, and we have 8 liters. So this is actually 1/5 of 8, giving us 1.6 liters. Okay, so this was your homework page, the first page. Who got everything correct? This is the first question. You have 2 pages, right? Okay, so yes, it is possible to get everything correct. You just stick to what I've taught you. All right, make sure you understand what is going on. Okay, next page. Okay, so here, question 3. Now, there is another clause, 3SF, where necessary. Any problem? 3SF, huh? Now, the first one, 30 minutes as a percentage of 15 hours. Which one is in the denominator? Is it 30 minutes or 1.5 hours? Which one is in the denominator? Which one is at the bottom? What are we comparing with? Okay, so you must know what you are comparing with. 30 minutes as a percentage of 1.5 hours. We are comparing with the 1.5 hours. Okay? Therefore, whatever you compare with will be in your denominator. See, as a percentage of, it is like out of, like a fraction. 30 minutes out of 1.5 hours, you will put the 1.5 hours in the bottom. Same thing over here. If I were to ask you to just find a fraction, 30 minutes out of 1.5 hours, you will write 30 minutes over 1.5 hours. This is a fraction. But the units are different. So we need to change it to 90 minutes. Okay, so instead of 1.5 hours, we change it to 90 minutes. Anybody needs help with changing 1.5 hours to 90 minutes? Don't be shy. Need help, raise hand. I'll show you one more time. 1.5 hours to 90 minutes. Anybody needs help? Nobody? Confirm. Okay, so this is our fraction, but they want a percentage. So just multiply by 100%. Okay, and this gives us 33.333%. Well, they wanted 3SF, so we give them 33.3%. Where we circle our fourth SF, and we didn't need to change the third SF. Every once in a while, we will be recapping our significant figures because it is very important. Okay? Don't forget whatever you have learned at the start of the year. If you start forgetting everything, you don't revise, you're going to have a very hard time when it comes to the end of year exam. Now the next one, 90 cm as a percentage of 4.2 meters. 90 cm out of 4.2 meters. Are the units the same? Not the same, then must change. Okay, change which one to which one? Cm to meter or meter to cm? Meter to cm? You're aware that both will work, right? Okay, since you want meter to cm, then I want to do the opposite. I don't want meter to cm. I want to do cm to meter. Just to show you that they are the same. Okay, but how do we convert? Yeah, okay, correct. 0.9, but how do you do that? Yeah, okay, divide by 100. So if you don't want to think about times or divide, just write down 100 cm equal 1 meter. Right? We all know this. Just die must memorize. So if you want 90 cm, then divide, multiply, divide, multiply. Same thing. 1 over 100. This is our divide by 100 already. Times 90. And you get 0.9 meters. Okay, so here I have 0.9 meters out of 4.2 meters. Now my units are the same. Then I can remove the units. Okay, but I'll just keep it here. Then multiply by 100%. And we get 21.4285%. Okay, I just put more. Now they want 3 SF. Circle the fourth SF. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at what you have circled. Since it is a 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, then we don't need to change. giving us 21.4%. Okay, now, next. 300 milliliters as a percentage of 1.5 liters. So important thing, understand that 300 ml numerator, 1.5 liters as the denominator. Now you want to change your liters to milliliters. I think that's what most of you would like to do. So you multiply by 1000. So 1.5 liters is the same as
1,500.
good 1500 milliliters. Now the units are the same. We can remove the units. Okay, leaving that is fine also. Now we need to multiply this by 100%. So this is actually 3 out of 5. 60. 20%. No, not 20%. Oh yeah, correct. 20%. Yes. 20%. So in this case, not necessary to leave in 3SF because it is exact already. Leave it as 20%. Okay, then the next, I think this is your last homework question, which I went through a little. I gave you a little tip yesterday. So this person spends 1/4 of the money on food, 1/5 on transport, 1/3 was saved. I just want to check your understanding of your fractions. Okay, yellow, green, and purple. Which fraction is bigger? Which one is bigger? Purple? 1/3? All agree? But these three very small eh? I think the 5 over here is bigger. When you what? Oh, here in the green one, you divide the one whole into 5 parts. So one part is very small. Whereas purple color, we divide into 3 parts, so one part very big, right? Alright. Yes, this person saved most of the money. Then which fraction is the smallest? 1/5. Okay, which one is in the middle? Okay, so 1/4 is in the middle. Okay, very good. So now percentage spent on the food is not 25%, yeah. Not $25. So percentage spent on transport will be transport, that is 1/5 times 100%. That gives us 20%. Can? Now, what percentage of the money is saved? Plus these two okay, plus these two get 45%, then how? 100 minus 45 Why cannot? You don't know the amount of money? No, but they didn't ask about amount of money, they asked for percentage. Yeah, so this, okay, you're still at part A, sorry. So, percentage spent, sorry, I was thinking of part B already. Spent on food and transport will be 25% plus 20% equals to 45%. Okay, so this is the total. What about the amount that is saved? What percentage is saved? What percentage of the money is saved? So in part B, 100 minus 45 you get 55%. What's your answer? Did you say answer just now? What's the answer? 55%. I heard something 3. What was that? Yeah, what did you say? 33.33% versus 55%. How did you get 55%? 100% minus 45%, right? Oh, what wrong? Don't look at the answer, but you tell me why is 45% wrong. 55% wrong. Why must it be 33%? Why not 55%? I'll say that. Okay, 1/3 times 100%, we get 33.3%, right? 3SF. So why is 100% minus 45% to get 55% wrong? Why is it wrong? Okay, so the four of you standing up, if you can answer the question, why is How do you even get 55%? Why is it wrong? What's wrong with saying that it is 55%? If you can answer that, you can answer. If you can answer why 55% is wrong without referring to that 1/3, then you get a chance to sit down. And then for the rest of you sitting down, you still think about it. What's wrong? I think I would have written 55% also. Then my teacher will mark me wrong. So what's wrong in my way of thinking? So those studying, don't want to try it. No answer. Yes? You know, without talking about 1/3, I don't want to talk about 1/3. Yes? No, the question is not why is it 33.333%. The question is why is it not 55%? Yes? 45% is not safe, yeah, correct. 45% is our transport and food. So, does that mean that 55% is the amount that is safe?
No.
Why not?
Because he
One third safe, 1/4 was what? Food, 1/5 transport. Do they add up to be one whole?
No.
Did you try yourself?
Yes.
You tried with your calculator. 1/3 plus 1/5 plus 1/4. What do you get? We got 45. So what I'm saying is that if you add 1/4 plus 1/3 plus 1/5, you get only 47/60. Right? That is not one whole yet. That means what happened to the missing money? What happened to the 1/3 or 13/60 of her money? Huh? Someone robbed her. Yeah, maybe somebody robbed her, or maybe she spent the money somewhere else. She spent on clothes, for example. Maybe you're right. So that is the reason why we cannot just take 100% minus 45%. Because when you do that, you're assuming that everything else is safe. You didn't say that. Okay? So the best way is to use the 1/3. Alright? So 1/3, the percentage of the money that was saved will be 1/3 times 100%, and you get 33.3333%. You can write many, many threes, but actually 5 enough already. So 3 significant, we get rounded off to 33.3%. We circle the 4 SF. Can? Any questions? Okay, the 4 of you go ahead and sit down. Okay, if there are no questions, we are going to move on to the next page. Okay, so this one we'll try in class. I give you a bit of a hint. Weaving has $800. How much does Weaving have? $800. You must imagine it. Okay, $800. She spends $540 on a computer. How much did she spend on a computer?
$140.
Okay, did she spend a lot of money on the computer?
Yes.
When we say a lot and you say yes, what is a lot to you? More than half? More than half is generally a lot. Okay, so she spent more than half. Because half of 800 is?
400.
400, yeah. So she spent more than half. What percentage she spent on the computer? Since we instantly know that it's more than half, we expect the answer to be more than 50%, right?
Yeah.
That's 50% is half. So let's start with this. Percentage money spent on computer. This is your statement that you write. Percentage. Yeah, percentage spent. I want you to start by writing this. Then now you fill in the blanks. 0 out of 800. Okay, this portion is fraction spent. This, you can write it by yourself. In primary school, you could have done that already. In secondary school, I'm just telling you, change to percentage. That's all. Okay, so 540 divided by 800, and we get 67.5. So this is a percentage. Alright? Next one. Comparing again A and B in terms of percentage, say which one is bigger. So in terms of percentage, change all of them to percent. 47 out of 55. How will you write a fraction for this? 47 out of 55. That is how you will write the fraction, but you want a percentage. So multiply by 100%. And we have you can put it in our 3SF, 85.45%, 85.5%. Sorry? Wow, oh, that is the 85 5 over 11. That is even better. That is exact, right? I think let's do that. 85 and 5 over 11%. That's even better. It's a mixed fraction, right? Okay. So the other one, 30 out of 40. I will change it to a percentage times 100%. So here we have 75%. So which is bigger? A is bigger. And now your job is to finish this page. Part B, part C. No need 5 minutes, 2 minutes enough already. Enough. $30 grams of fruit per 420 grams of cereal. So this is 30 out of 420. Okay, both in grams, so you can leave it out. Then you multiply by 100%. We have 7 and 1 over 7%. You can write in 3SF also. Okay, next. 50 grams out of 650 grams. 100%. Okay, so this is 7 and 9 over 13%. Now when you have 7 and 1 over 7% versus 7 and 9 over 13%, if you cannot tell which is bigger, which is smaller, then you put in 3SF. Okay? But if you can tell, then okay, go ahead. So in this case, B is bigger. Okay, two periods, right? Yeah, until 11:55. Okay, we still have a bit more time. Next one, you pay 32 out of an allowance. So the fraction will be 32 out of 70 times 100%. $45 and 5 over 7% versus 17 out of 45. This no 37 and 7 over 9%. Right?
Oh.
Check your work. Okay, so based on these two, A is bigger. Any questions? Okay, next page. Oh, if Bart spends $5 on a water bottle, this $5 is 20%. This is very important. This $5 is 20% of the money that he had in his wallet at first. Okay, 20% represents $5. What do you say? Why out of 20%? Why out of 20%? Not 20% is $5. 20% represent. Okay? So yes, this is why I emphasize understanding is very important. 20% represents $5. They are telling you this $5 is 20% of the money in the wallet at first. So 20% represents $5. How much was in the wallet at first? Must be 100% lah, the original. So 5 out of 20% times 100%. So yeah, $25. Still very straightforward. Okay, now question 8. The price of a computer was $599 in 2015. This is the price in 2015. The price decreased. Decrease means drop. Drop by 25%. 25% of what? 25% of $599. It dropped by 25% in the next year, 2016. So what is the price in 2016? Okay, you try it now. How many percent for 599? 100. Represents 599. So the price dropped by how many percent? Dropped by 25%, right? So left 75%. Okay, wait. So left is 75%. Represent, do the same thing law. 599 over 100% times 75%. So this is the answer. 449.25. Okay, so the question, hey, how do you get the 75%? This is our 100% minus 25%. Because it dropped by 25%. This is one way to do it. Okay, other ways of doing it, I'll show you on the. Okay, now we want to find the original price. So original price must be 100%. Now I know that 70% represents 2380. So now 100%, that is what we want, the original. 23.80 divided by 70% times 100%. And we get $34. So original equals 34. And now you try for the rest of the questions. Question 9, question 10 not yet. Okay, the rest of the question in question 9. Okay, I'm very happy to see that many of you did it the way I wanted. 70% represents 17.5. 100% represents and you get $25. So the original is $25. Alright, 10A. Now I'll show you recap how to do it again. Lower the height by 20%. So this is our 100%. We lower it by 20%, so it becomes 80%. So 100% represents 1.60 meters. Okay, so 10A, here we have the answer. Try part B and part C by yourself. Okay, increase volume by 30%. 100% represents, or increase, so 130%. Okay, because this is increase. Now, reduce. 40% discount, so 60% left. Yeah. Okay. So the formula percentage decrease.
24.5 minus 23.1.
Okay, correct. 24.5 minus 23.10. That is the big minus small. Okay, big minus small divided by original. Which one is the original? 24.5. Okay, in your numerator, it is your big minus small. Cannot small minus big. Big minus small, then you divide by the original, then you multiply by 100%. You get? One DP, so 5.714%. So this is the answer for the first one. Times up, this one times up. Huh? Okay, part B. Is it a increase or decrease? Up or down? Up or down? Up. So increase. Then we have the big minus the small. Which one is the big? 36.40. The small, 35.20. Divided by the original, 35.20. Times 100%. You get the answer. Okay, fill in the blanks yourself. And finally, homework. Over here. Then let's do question 12. Finish? Ask your form teacher. Okay, next one, question 12. Percentage increase or decrease? Raise. So this is percentage increase. Big minus small. 2.2, 1.95 divided by original from 1.95. So the original was your 1.95. Multiply by 100%. Get the answer, round it off. Because they wanted 3SM. Okay, raise, increase. Then now we have decrease. So percentage what? Blank equals to something minus something over something multiplied by 100%. So you fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks over here. Two more blanks. Then part C, fill in everything yourself. Then there's the last page of your homework. Page 25. Calculating the, page, what is this, 81. Calculate the profit or the loss. So it costs you $38, you sell for $36.50. You have a profit or loss? Loss. So loss equals to then big minus small. Okay, something minus something and you get the answer. Then part 1, express the profit or loss in part A as a percentage of the cost price. Okay, so I'll do the first one for you. The loss big value is 38. minus 36.5, we get 1.50. That is the loss. So percentage loss 1.5, original 38 times 100%. Okay, then do the rest, all homework.